Hey everybody, welcome to another video. All right, so a couple of announcements to start off the video before we get into it. I know that my uploading, recording schedule has been erratic with the new Washington and Oregon lockdowns. It's been really confusing and stressful trying to figure out what I can do, what I can't do, whether I can record inside my workplace or not, and it just was an extremely stressful week trying to figure out how to take our workouts outdoors or online. Anyway, we kind of got things settled down, and I will try to increase the number of videos, but for right now I'm just going to get a couple of them out to you today and hopefully another one tomorrow. And then the other thing is that I know that I had indicated that I was going to try to do another cardio video soon, and unfortunately my foot problem, my long-term foot problem, has flared up again, and so I'm going to try not to cause any more pain or problems on that for a couple of days and see if I can get that situation to calm down. So I'm going to do kind of a little seated warm-up cardio for you today, and then we're going to do some strength training, and then as soon as I'm able to, I will get you another cardio video because I know a lot of you really enjoy those, but right now I just don't want to aggravate this any worse. So anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get you started. Remember, as always, make sure that you have some water available. Make sure you're staying hydrated, especially in the colder weather. A lot of times we don't drink enough water because we don't feel as thirsty, so please make sure that you're doing your best to drink water. We'll be doing most of our exercises from the seated position today, so make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair with a supportive back on it and no wheels, no armrests, that it's gonna not move around on you. Make sure that your workout space is free of any clutter or tripping hazards, and then if you need to wear sturdy shoes, please go ahead and do that. And then for your hand weights, if you don't have any available or any of the right size, remember that you can use anything heavy that you have around the house: soup cans, water bottles or jugs, even pet food, things like that. Just do the best that you can with that. So I'm going to put those aside for right now. Like I said, we're going to start with a little seated cardio for our warm-up today before we move into the strength training. So first thing we're going to do, sit up as tall as possible, lengthen the spine, start engaging the abdominals, and let's just start with a seated march. All right, pressing forward. We're just going to get the heart rate going. I know this isn't going to be as challenging as doing the standing cardio, but like I said, I'll get another one of those out to you as soon as possible. Keep going. Good. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Keep marching. That's a pretty good tempo. All right, heel tap front. Make sure you're still sitting up nice and tall. We're not leaning back. We're letting those abs hold us up there in place. Now, press single side. So a little rotation across with it. Same arm, same leg. A little bit higher. Starting to work on that waistline. Ooh, fuzzies. All right, we're going to take it up to a kick. Take it up to a kick. Still sitting up nice and tall. Make sure you don't start slouching or leaning back. Continue breathing evenly as your heart rate and breathing rate starts to go up. Now make it a knee lift. Here, here. So again, adding that upper body, adding that torso. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Now press across. Again, same arm, same leg, up to the corner. Keep breathing through it. 4, 3, 2, go back to your march. Tiptoe march. Check your posture. Press all the way up. And wide march, narrow march. Wide march, narrow march. 2 more. Now switch your leading foot. Out, out, in, out, out, in. 2 more. Get ready, switch your leading foot. 2. And switch. 2. And switch. 2. And switch. We're going to do singles. Let's see if we can do it. Little mental challenge. Switch. Each time, changing that leading foot. Good. 4 more. Last time. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead and just bring the arms up and down. We'll stop the feet here. All right. So a little seated cardio warm up there for you. Arms all the way up and down, and then go ahead and bring them front to back, full arm reach, opening up through the chest and shoulders as much as you're able to do. One more time. And then just the shoulders only, so front to back. And wrist circles. Change direction. And then we're going to let the arms drop down, press the palms down, and shrug and release. We're not going to go through all of our stretches here, but at least we want to do a few of those dynamic ones to make sure we're nice and loose here. Okay, relax those shoulders all the way down. Let's go side to side through the torso. Breathing through it. 4, 3, 2, and head circles. Remember, you can do partial circles, the bottom half of the circle, if you want to just go side to side. If you feel okay with doing all the way around, you can do that. All right, let's go ahead and stretch both legs to the front, toes up towards the knees, great big reach up and stretching towards your toes. Of course, you can bend your knees as much as you need to, just do the best you can. See if you can lift your toes up and then slowly try to deepen down into that hamstring stretch. If possible, chest a little closer to legs. And release it out. All right, let's just go for those ankle circles here, both directions, and then hip circles. Change direction, and switch to the other side, ankle circles, change direction, and hip circles. Change direction. All right, so again, remember to hydrate. Keep taking water breaks regularly, very important. Whatever makes your water taste better to you. I like mine refrigerated, that tastes the best to me, so if you like that, go ahead and leave a bottle full of water in the refrigerator. Sometimes putting fruit in it will help, lemon or orange or lime, whatever tastes good to you. Berries, whatever you want to flavor your water. If that makes it easier for you to drink more water, please do that. Make sure that you stay hydrated all day, every day, and especially before and after exercise. All right, let's go ahead and grab our weights, whatever you have for your weight there. We're going to start with a little bit of lower back and abs. So we're just going to bring the feet in close together. You have one weight in each hand, and we're going to come forward. Now, as we come forward, we want to make sure that we don't round the shoulders and upper back. So we're going to keep a nice flat back as we come forward. And then using your lower back, come all the way up, keep the shoulders back, lean back, let your abs hold you there without resting against the back of your chair, and then slowly come back forward again. Good. Now we're going to take this up a little bit faster, and then we'll add even more challenge to it. Think about, as you lift, think about using your lower back to lift. And then as you come up, if you'd like a little bit more challenge on those abs, we'll do one foot up off the floor with the knee lift. Remember, we're going to do just one at a time. We don't want to have both feet up off the floor at the same time unless we're hanging on, just to be safe. All right, keep breathing through it. A little bit faster if you want to. If that's feeling okay and you want to make it a little bit more dynamic, go ahead and do that. If you prefer to continue with the slower tempo, you can do that. 4 more like that, and then we're going to make a change. All right, so this time, as we come back down, we're going to pause and 2 rows. So upper back. Now go back to the sitting back up with the knee lift. Come forward. 2 upper back rows. Good. Sit up with the knee lift. 2 upper back rows. 1 more like that. Sit up with the knee lift. And hold those upper back rows. And now turning the palms to the rear. Go out to the side. So we're going to go out wider again. We're going to keep that upper back flat. Resting the chest on the legs if you want to. But eyes up, chin up, head above the heart. Very important. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can come all the way up here for just a moment. Catch your breath. Make sure the shoulders are back and down. Then we're going to do single side floor to ceiling. All right, so starting with this arm, reach the weight down by your toes. Punch it all the way up. Next time, do the other side. Punch it all the way up. Bring it down. Alternating sides. Abs engaged with that overhead press. Again, if you prefer to do this a little bit slower, you can do that. And if you have any trouble with your shoulders doing an overhead press, go ahead and just do a punch to the front. That's completely fine too if you prefer just to do a punch to the front. If you're okay with the overhead, bring it right up overhead. Again, choose your tempo. If you want to speed it up a little bit, if you feel good about doing that, you can do that, or you can go slower if you prefer that. Last one of these. All right, now from here, let's just do a little bit more shoulders. So lateral raise, we're going to go at a 45-degree angle with a slight elbow bend. Wrists are neutral, coming up to shoulder height. And then a slow lower down. Now, as you lift the weights, don't just lift. Push them away from your body. Check your posture. Make sure you're still sitting up nice and tall. Abs engaged, and you're breathing. I know I say it over and over and over, but it's very important not to hold the breath and to keep the core engaged for support. And you notice I'm kind of holding for just a second at the top before lowering back down. And we don't want to relax at the bottom. We want to go right into the next rep. One more like that. All right, now let's do a little bit more abs and chest. So we're going to sit all the way up, engage those abs. Bring your weights up here and punch. Lean back and punch, back and punch. Change the tempo if you want to, slower or faster. Not too much faster though. We want to keep our good form. 2 more. All right, good. Now just bringing the weights in close to you to start with, we'll do our rotation. So make sure that you're still lengthening the spine, still engaging the abs, still breathing. We're going to lean back without using the back of the chair for support. Rotate, center, rotate, center. Now option, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, go ahead and extend the arms out. Remember, lever arm principle always applies. The further the weight is from your core, the harder the exercise is going to be. So you can adjust to the appropriate level. Good. All right, 2 more. Very nice. All right, let's do a couple of more upper body ones. So tricep kickbacks. This is the one that we're just going to be extending the arms behind us. You're going to lean halfway forward, bring your elbows back. Make sure that you stabilize your shoulders on this one, then completely extend the arms out, only moving at the elbows, and completely lock out on these guys. All right, I don't usually tell you to lock out a joint, but if you don't, you're not really going to feel it in the backs of the arms. That's the triceps job, is to extend the arms. So we're doing so with resistance, with weights. Again, make sure that you're not moving your shoulders. The mistake a lot of people make is to swing at the shoulders, and then you're taking that right off of the triceps and they're not doing their job. So make sure that you make them do the work. One more. All right, excellent. Go ahead and come down. We're going to bring elbows to legs and just do some wrist curls here. I think we'll just do all of these arm things and shoulder things all together. Okay, we're going to go palms in to end, and palms down. So knuckles up and down. I hope all of you are doing okay. You're feeling okay. I know it's a very, very stressful time right now, so I hope everybody's feeling all right mentally, physically, staying safe. I know it's tough right now. All right, go ahead and just rotate. All right, so next one is going to be our rotator cuff. This is called external rotation. You're going to lock your upper arms in by your sides, and you're not going to lift them away from your body at all. Go out as wide as you can, open and close the doors with alternating hands on top, and resist the urge to lift those arms away from your body. Again, a very common mistake is to do that. And right now we're trying to work on those little stabilizer muscles in the shoulders. Those are easily injured, so we want to strengthen those. Last two. All right, now working on some incline biceps. So we're going to sit up tall, be at the front part of your chair. You're going to lean back like we are doing one of our ab exercises. We're going to do a bit of an isometric hold here, and we're going to start with the palms down. We're going to begin with the hardest version first. So the abs are firing, you're leaning back without supporting yourself on the back of your chair, and you are doing a reverse bicep curl. So this might be pretty challenging for you. I promise the next two are going to be easier. Do as much as you can. Try not to rest against the back of your chair. Do relax your neck. Make sure you're not tightening up through your neck or your shoulders. You're still breathing. Now let's do the next one. Is going to be the palms in. So this should be slightly easier. Now I'm going to add a little march here. So you're still leaning back. You're still breathing. Working on those biceps, those abs. And palms up. So the third variation here, everything else is going to stay the same. Full range of motion, except we are not going to completely extend on this one, just to be nicer to the biceps tendons. Good. Keep breathing. We're almost done. Okay, excellent. All right, so come all the way up, and last thing on the upper body, we're just going to do a little bit more upper back. It's very, very important to keep the upper back strengthened, both so that we're strong and so that we correct any postural imbalances of forward shoulders, rounded back, any of that kind of thing. So we're going to come back to that halfway forward position, and we're just going to be doing the lawnmower all on one side. So elbow up, shoulder blade in towards the center. And again, just give that little hold at the top. If this is really easy for you, you can try both weights in one hand. All right, if that's possible for you, depending on what you're using, or if you have more selection of weights available where you are, go ahead and just grab, you can pause the video, you can grab a heavier weight. Your upper back is one of the stronger parts of your body, so make sure that you're using that. Last one. All right, so same thing on the other side, one or both weights depending on how it feels to you and what you have available. So as you're coming up, you're pulling that elbow up toward the ceiling. You're going to continue to lean halfway forward, brace if you want to. Shoulder blade is moving in towards the center of your back and neck is staying relaxed. We don't want to use the traps, we want to just use the lats and the rhomboids. 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. So let's go ahead and take a quick water break here before we move into lower body. And now, when you're ready, we're going to do some heel taps and toe taps. So one weight resting on each leg above your knee. Make sure that it's resting above the knee joints. We'll start with those toe taps. Good. Heel taps. Toe taps. Heel taps. All right, now toes in, out. 4, 3, 2, heel tap, same thing, in, out. Now alternate toes and heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. A little brain challenge for you. Last 2. Now just the heel raise, just up, down, up, down. Lift through your arches, make sure that you're not rolling the ankles in. Good. Nice. 4, 3, 2. All right, so let's do some for the quadricep, the outer glute, outer thigh. Go ahead and slide all the way back in your chair for this one. And you're going to have, if you have 2 weights, you're going to rest both of them on one leg above the knee. Go ahead and extend the leg forward. Let me turn this down just a little bit. All right, so both on one side or one heavier weight. If you were doing that when we were doing the rows, you can do the same thing here. And we are lifting and lowering. We're just going to do a moderate tempo here. So flexing that quadricep right above the leg. Starting with that. Last one like that. All right, now go ahead and bend the knee. And the first part we're going to do is just up and down. So a bit more of the psoas, the hip flexor here. If you have any pain or strain in this area, please just eliminate this one. I don't want you to force it if it doesn't feel right for your body. Sometimes we have that happen. I've had it happen, so if you need to skip it, you can skip it. One more. All right, let's go out and in. Good. 4 more. All right, so switching sides, starting with the extended leg, up and down. Flexing that quadricep. So we're trying not to use the hip flexor on this one. We're trying to use the quadricep, flexing right above the knee. Good, 2 more. All right, we're going to switch to that psoas, that hip flexor lift, so the knee is bent and we're going up and down. Again, weights are above your knee. We never want to put pressure on the joint. This again is the one that if you have any pain or strain in that area, any groin pain, just go ahead and skip this one. It's a great exercise, but it's not always appropriate for everybody. If they have any problems in that area, I know those can take a long time to heal. So if you need to do that, that's okay. All right, let's go out and in. Out, in. Good. So this is your outer glute, outer thigh. Lift and tap out and in. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good job. You can go ahead and put your weights aside and let's have a quick sip of water, and then our final lower body exercise, we are going to do stand up, sit down, from the chair. Now, for any reason it's too much for you or you need to modify and just do partials, the top half of it, completely okay to do that. All right, so a couple things on checking our posture. Make sure that you are checking to make sure as you come up, the knees don't drop in towards each other, the ankles don't roll in towards each other. You're driving down through the heels and you're squeezing the glutes on the way up. So let's try that one. All the way up. I know you're not going to see my head, but that's okay. See if you can come all the way back down. Again, if you need to do partials, just the top part of the movement, that's okay. Now remember to squeeze those glutes as you're coming up. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes. Quick little rest down at the bottom if you're coming down to the chair. Again, make sure those knees are not dropping in towards each other. Anything, press them out. Make sure the ankles are not rolling in. If anything, lift and roll them out. Good. Just one more time. Excellent. All right, staying up. Final thing here with the lower body. We're just going to do our heel raises from this position. So I'm going to back up just a little bit so it's not cutting my head off quite so much. All right, hopefully you can see. We want to make sure that we're addressing any kind of pronation with the ankles rolling in. So we're going to lift up through our arches first and then just slightly coming up off the floor with the heels. You don't even have to come all the way up, especially if it's a balance challenge. So we'll lift through the arches, and then just a slight lift of the heels. Just a couple more like that. Good. One more time. Excellent. All right, so go ahead and come back to your chair. Couple of stretches to finish off with that are the most important for people. We're going to do the figure 4 stretch and the quadricep hip flexor stretch. So I know normally I go through a lot more stretches. I do have lots and lots of videos available. Check them out on YouTube or Facebook. Lots of videos available with stretching, yoga, meditation. I also have my cardio videos, my videos with the stretchy band, the ball. Check out all of those. Please work on some other things throughout the week. Okay, make sure that your workouts throughout the week are complete, that you're getting all those components in, either with my videos or whatever you have available, whatever you like. If there's other classes that you love to do those. Go outside for a walk. If it's not bad weather, do that. All right, enough talking. Let's get to stretching. So on this one, of course, the modification, if you cannot bring the foot all the way up, just go ahead and cross the ankles over. It's completely fine if you have any hip issue. And don't worry about getting that knee down. Lean forward. So remember to keep the back flat as you lean forward. We're not going to round the back or the shoulders forward. Don't worry about going down a long ways. We're just going to gently lean into this. So we're going for this outer glute area, not the hip bone, but the muscle behind it. So that piriformis, and there's several other small muscles in there, tends to get very tight on people. So go ahead and do that. Just breathe and do the best you can with it. Don't worry about how far you're getting into it. As long as you're getting that stretch, that's great. Okay, so coming up out of this one, we're going to scoot over to the side of the chair and drop that knee down. Now, you don't have to drop the knee all the way to the floor. If your legs are a little bit shorter than mine, just go to the stretch. And if you're not getting that stretch yet, though, move the knee back. All right, so the idea is stretching through the quadricep, that hip flexor that we were working on a little bit ago. If you feel like you want to, go ahead and add the back stretch by reaching all the way up and then leaning away from the knee that is down. If that feels unstable to you or uncomfortable, you can either just eliminate it or just do it with the one arm and hold the chair with the other if you need to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the other side, starting with that figure 4. I call it the figure 4 because I feel like that's what we're doing, but remember, you can just cross at the ankles if you need to. Once you're in position, you're going to start leaning forward, keeping the back flat. No rounding of the shoulders or the upper back, no tightening of the neck. We're going for those outer glute muscles again. There's a lot of small muscles in that area. They tend to really get tighten down. I hear a lot of people complaining about pain and tightness in there. And so this is a good one to do regularly, as in daily. Easy to do. You can do it in the chair. You can do it on the floor if you want to. Just make sure, I would do it after you've either done an exercise routine so the muscles are warm, or at least after you've had a warm bath or shower so that your muscles are not completely cold. Otherwise, it's going to be more difficult. It's not going to be harmful, but it's going to be more difficult. Okay, so go ahead and come up out of that one, and then we're going to slide off to the side just a little bit here. Again, bringing that knee down towards the floor as far as you can. If you need more stretch, lost my water. If you need more stretch, slide that knee back a little further. And then if you would like, you can reach up one or both arms. I'm going to grab the hands together and reach toward the ceiling and then lean away from my down leg. So again, if you need the chair for support, go ahead and grab it. If you prefer just to do the leg stretch, totally fine, okay? Do what's right for you. And release that out. All right, we are at our final stretches already. Time has flown by today, but again, I'll get another video out for you as soon as I can. Let's do shoulder rolls front to back. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe on either YouTube or YouTube or Facebook. I can't talk correctly. Make sure you like it if you liked it. Make sure you're getting the notifications. The more people that like and subscribe, the more people the algorithms will show the video to. So we want to help make sure that people get the chance to see it. All right, final stretch, everybody. Inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale, open out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Awesome job. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for your patience with my recording and uploading schedule. Again, everything is so chaotic right now with the shutdowns and trying to figure out what is what, but I will do the best I can to continue getting videos out to you, dealing with the foot pain situation, but as soon as I feel like I can manage it, I will get another standing cardio out to you all. So don't give up on me. We'll keep doing this, and please stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm and dry, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.